Hey everybody, Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to give you guys an update on my experience with the Samsung Protective Flip Cover. So I unboxed it for you, showed you guys how it actually attached to the phone. It's priced at $39.99, pretty steep for what it offers, which is really basically just screen protection. That's why it's called a flip cover and not a case, because it isn't a case. So basically what you're getting for that $40 is this plastic back, which you can buy pretty much on its own without the flip cover part. For just general replacement purposes, if you do drop it, scuff it, break it, lose it, whatever it may be, for I think $7 or $8 retail, and that is the original Samsung part. But what makes the flip cover unique, obviously, is that it does have this flip cover that is literally attached to that plastic back mold and protects your screen. So let's talk about other advantages which are obvious and both have come from my personal use with it, which is why I'm sharing this with you guys. You do have the ability to take calls. Also, the screen is obviously protected, not just from what may be in your pocket when you throw this into a pocket or a bag or a purse for that matter, but also accidental dialing pretty much out the window. It can open up in a bag, but if it's in your pocket, you're not going to get any accidental dialing with this. Also, if you're taking a call, when you're finished, you're not going to have to wipe down your screen from having that 4.8-inch display pressed to your face. So certainly a good thing in those regards. But that's pretty much where things start to get kind of wonky, because for $40, if that's all you were looking to accomplish, and of course maintain the sleek profile that this phone offers out of the box, then why not just put a screen protector on the device? If you're afraid to do so, it's a lot less expensive, obviously, but you don't have to do so yourself. There are kiosks and malls, electronic stores offer installation of whether it's Zag or Best Skins Ever. There are so many different brands these days that even have retail locations. I have to recommend going with a screen protector. Samsung needs to lower the price of this accessory. I do really like the concept. It is very unique. There's nothing else like it on the market, but the price point is just insane. Now granted, this is not an inexpensive handset. It is a premium handset, best on the market right now. So I understand where Samsung was going. Also, if you start higher, you've got a lot of room, obviously, for sale, putting the item on sale and lowering price and lowering your margins. But, in my mind, this is really a $20 accessory at best, just because we know the cost of materials. You're really just paying for branding and unique concept, but it should do a little bit more in my mind than it does, which I think I've pretty much covered everything. Now to the actual negative stuff other than price, because otherwise I do like it. It does keep that form factor. It matches the phone well. It's appointed well. I could go without having this logo here, even though it's nice to be reminded. I know what phone I bought. They didn't really need to put it there. I do like that, obviously, we've lost the Verizon branding on the back because of this back plate. That's certainly a good thing. But the real issue, my real gripe, and why even at $20 I couldn't use this, is this folding flip cover. Because every text, every call obviously requires that you're going to have to open this up like it's a little book, which for some of you out there may be fantastic, but for me, I thought at first it would just be a learning curve. I'd get used to it, and frankly, it's just more cumbersome than it is anything else. And as a result, I can't recommend this even at a lower price point. Again, I would just stick with getting a screen protector if all you're trying to do is keep the original form of the S3. Obviously, you can go the way of third-party cases. OtterBox and Scipio, all these different brands are out there to eBay Chinese molds that are not branded and are $5. But you know what you're getting here now, at least based on my experience. I've given you guys all the info. It's really just a bona fide screen protector, which isn't even ideal at best and really ends up being more of, as I mentioned already, a cumbersome item when trying to use your phone. And there's nothing more frustrating than every time I receive a text to have to open this or a call. There's so many times you've got something else in your hand. The last thing you want is to have to, if you can't, get this open with your thumb, then you have to use two hands. And who wants to risk dropping the phone just because you're trying to open this flip cover? So I think that pretty much sums it up. I really do like the design. Give Samsung a lot of credit in that they're designing accessories and getting behind their products. The only problem is that this one is just a little bit half-baked and overpriced, in my opinion. If you guys have any other questions or comments, please feel free to post them. And of course, as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.